started momentarily. And as soon as I say that, we are off. Crab Cakes taking a reset in the beginning here. iraqvet going to the Airman stage. Crab Cake says, no, I am not doing Crash Man.
All right, we are underway. Hello, everybody. This is Coop17, joined again along with Phantom Rio with the commentary team. We've all said this before, but how are you doing today, Phantom Ryu?
I am doing great, ready for this race. Both of our runners, last game, they started off very similarly. This time they have diverged. iraqvet starting off in Airman stage. Crab Cakes doing what we did last time and starting off in the Metal Man stage. And so far, so good. Neither one of the runners finding any terribly troubling enemies in either of their stages.
Oh, the Mecha Joes took a real good... They took a real good chunk of Vet's health, though, and he takes a small portion of that back.
He might be able to farm, but there is a large health to help him out.
Yeah.
And another.
Nice.
And a
and
third.
Another.
Wow. Meanwhile, we talk about that, but Crab Cakes is down to about a quarter health, less than a quarter health. She's going to go ahead and get into the boss room here, and let's see which Robot Master we have in Metal Man stage. It is
Heatman. Oh, he's on the conveyor belts as well. Oh, she takes a death here, but she was low on health anyways. But that's going to go on to the fight in Airman stage, and it's going to be Airman. Is this even randomized? What'd you do this time, Ryu?
Hey, you know, I can't help it. I'm a traditionalist.
Although Vet's taking the body shots. Oh, he barely survives it. That was pretty risky, if I will say so myself.
And Heatman here with a interesting pattern. He is moving really far across the screen with every teleport.
Not to mention the fact that the conveyor belts too on the bottom part of the screen is also another problem, as Crab Cakes takes care of Heatman. Oh no, Vet gets shot down by the pea shooter. Meanwhile, Crab Cakes is going on to Flashman's stage. And, oh man, I will say, Heatman on Metal Man stage, that's usually not too good though, would you say, Ryu?
Anytime you're on that conveyor and you have that, I think the fact that it was that super speed Heatman probably helped a bit, because the distance that Heatman traveled was constant each time. I think it helped her, and also, you know, one of the things that helped Crab Cakes win this first race was her judicious use of energy tanks. She used an energy tank there on Heatman so that she didn't have to repeat the stage.
Meanwhile, on Vet's screen, I don't understand, why are we in a pool of blood here? I mean, this is not Mortal Kombat, this is a Mega Man game, for crying out loud.
Yeah, we had a pool of blood in Wily stage last game. Looks like we got it again here in Bubble Man stage. We are being rated by SpeedGaming 3. Thank you, everybody. Coming back from the prior Mega Man 2 randomizer race on to this one. Welcome, everybody. The Mega Man 2 randomizer action never stops here on SpeedGaming today. We actually have another race starting up in about 8 minutes as well, and it is all over SpeedGaming today.
That's right, we're having a triple header on the SpeedGaming channels. We are part of the second game of our triple header, and so later on the schedule we will have Daggett versus Square One later on tonight. Should be a fun matchup.
Crab Cakes fighting Bubble Man here in Flashman stage. Bubble Man moving very quickly here.
Spamming those bubbles, but not too much of a problem for Crab Cakes.
That leaf shield took care of business, and in Bubble Man stage we have Woodman, and iraqvet's got to take a death here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he just jumped into the spikes. Geronimo!
Absolutely. Nice little health refill. Meanwhile, Crab Cakes going to the Airman stage. And some really nice dancing around these enemies here. Gotta be careful. Yep. Okay.
Alright, Vet takes care of Woodman on Bubbleman stage. And now Vet's going on to Metalman stage.
Both runners looking very good this time around. Last match we had some very difficult enemies, some tough spots in there, and our runners were hampered significantly, but they are charging through the stages this time. They're looking very, very good. We got the Dollar Store Metroids in Metal Man stage that we've already seen. Both runners making pretty good work at these stages. Crabcake's taking some damage here. It's kind of hard not to, given the enemies. But we'll see if Crabcakes gets the same luck that iraqvet did. And no, she does not. Remember, iraqvet got like 3 large health pickups in a row.
Oh, speaking of iraqvet, he takes a death by those tin cans and gets a game over.
Ooh, that is a pretty big time loss. Although, you know, luckily iraqvet was only about a little over halfway through the stage, and you know, not as bad as dying right before the boss room, but still a massive time loss there for Vet.
Yeah. Alright, Crabcakes is on to Woodman stage.
Yeah, she is flying through the stages right now. This is very impressive. 3 stages in under 7 minutes. And overloaded with sprites on this screen. My god, the slowdown is real.
The lag is real, yes. With all the moles, the frogs, the tin cans, the other little things, whatever they're called.
Nobody knows.
They kind of look like putt-putt mouses to me, but who do I know?
Although what I will say is, even though there are many things in this randomizer that are extraordinarily evil, the decision to make the spikes on a chain actually vulnerable, that was a good decision. All right, yeah, I was about to say iraqvet only had 2 health pips there. Those tin cans were about to take him out. Had to use the energy tank there.
Alright, Vet needs a little more HP, considering that he's going into the fight against Heatman on Metal Man stage. Now, this one's going to be very tricky, though, especially with that moving conveyor belt and the way how Heatman moves and such.
Nice long movements.
Oh, no! He had thought about using the E-Tank, but didn't, and now he's regretting it. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a direct hit there from Heatman, and as you see, Heatman is traveling a huge distance. iraqvet hunting to see if there's a weapon that will do more damage. Airbuster does do more damage, but it looks like Vet is taking more damage too, but he does have that Airbuster, and that is, or energy tank, and the Airbuster will take out Heatman. Meanwhile, Crabcake's heading into the last part of Woodman stage. We'll see what Robot Master awaits her here.
Alright, Vet's into Heatman stage. And the Robot Master on... Oh, no! I think he might... No, he didn't take a game over. I think he had, like, either 1 or 2 lives left. But, Crabcakes is taking on Flashman and Heatman stage, and I think he purposely said, I'm gonna go on a different stage, because he doesn't want to risk the Heatman stage. And that goes to Crashman stage, while Crabcakes takes out, I believe it was Flashman in... Yep.
And iraqvet looks like he's going to take a death here on Crashman stage, because nobody wants to do Crashman stage.
No. Oh, actually, he's not.
Oh, looked like he was there for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I think he tried to get as much damage boost in to like get through the get into the work his way up on the stage.
Yeah, chat pointing out that Iraq will not do heat without item 2 if possible. Can't say I blame him. It saves a significant amount of time. You don't have to worry about the blocks. But now the gears are invulnerable to Buster. They're invulnerable to Leaf Shield. That's going to be problematic for Crab Cakes because there's going to be a lot of them here.
Oh dear. Okay.
Making judicious use of item 1 here, and ooh, this looks ugly.
This does not look too good.
Just some expert use of item 1 through there. She is really low on health right now, but we've seen her get through the blocks without.
Oh no, she's in a lot of trouble now.
Meanwhile, Iraq Vet doing a pretty good job here of maintaining the crash climb. Little under half health, about a quarter health right now. There's a checkpoint here. Alright, he's made it through. And so we've just got a shell here, and gets a 1-up for her troubles.
Nice.
RN Jesus being nice to us today. Speaking of that, iraqvet gets a full health refill.
You said the magic word, Ryu.
But Crab Cake's here, definitely going to take a death here on Crash Man. You're not going to do Crash Man without getting hit once with just the Buster.
Yeah. Well, you said the you get the commentator's blessing though. Wouldn't you say?
It doesn't always have to be a curse. We're not that bad.
Right. All right.
Wow, Crab Cakes I think only got hit like 3 times there on that Crash Man fight. Vet going in with well under a quarter health to this boss here on Crash Man stage. Let's see which boss it is.
It's Quick Man.
And the good old Leaf Shield does not help out here. Quick Boomerang looks good, but yeah, Vet taking a death here. Since it was so quick, probably doesn't need to use an energy tank. Well, he doesn't have any energy tanks, as his menu just showed us, so.
At least he has a life. It has a life, though, so he can at least try again.
I'm relatively certain he's got this one this time. It's going to be close, but he's got plenty of health there.
He got him.
Nice for Crab Cakes here. Lots of one-shot Buster enemies there. While iraqvet moves on to Woodman stage, and it is laser beam time for Crab Cakes.
And again, so many enemies in Vet stage, just like what happened in Crab Cakes is when Crab Cakes was on Woodman stage. Oh, the lag. The painful lag.
Alright, Crab Cakes is through the laser beams now. We got Buster immune gears. She's just going to damage boost through all of those. And we'll find out which Robot Master she's going to be taking out right now. It is
Metal Man.
So you can, in the vanilla game, you can kind of control how Metal Man moves, but yeah, not a problem there for Crab Cakes as Vet goes through the hot dogs and wow, very low on health.
Takes a little bit of health in. And now Crab Cakes is on Bubble Man's stage.
And yes, it is. Do not adjust your stream. It is pixelating over on Crab Cake's side.
Oh,
Vet is in trouble here. Yeah, the
oh man.
impassable tin can right there. There's no way to get through that without taking a hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Crab keeps swimming through the blood that we were talking about earlier.
From Mortal Kombat.
Oh, iraqvet finding that the crash bombs will take out the tin cans.
Wow.
iraqvet climbing back up for some reason. That had to have been a mistake.
Alright, Crab Cake takes a good amount of HP. When she's pretty low on HP.
Joe's there not being terribly nice, but she's doing a good job getting through those. And there's some health.
Wow. RNG's being very good to these players today, wouldn't you say, Phantom Ryu?
Yeah, absolutely, they're getting health at clutch moments. Some one-ups. We got Woodman and Quickman here. Quickman normally very weak to the crash bombs, but excuse me, that's not Quickman, that's Flashman. He's moving.
That's Flashman.
Yeah, he's moving as quickly as Quickman normally does.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, like, since when does Flashman move that fast, though? But yeah, you're right, though. But it's all right. It's all good, Ryu. So, anyways, Crab Cakes is on Crashman's stage.
Longest stage in the game with
The pre-anxiety
everyone
rooms.
Yeah.
And an extra life for Vet, though. Nice.
Vet taking advantage of those iframes there. I can't see anything on Crab Cake's screen. All of the sprites.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. It might be just, it's not on our end, but I think it's just all the enemies and everything. Oh, this is why it's called the pre-anxiety rooms.
Vet having a little bit of trouble with his item ones there, but he's good to go. Down into the second part of Heatman stage, also making judicious use of the item one here. Making it look easy.
Oh, no, he gets pushed back into the... And he gets pushed back, and he loses a life there.
Oh, finds out that the quick boomerang is going to destroy the gears, so that's going to make this significantly easier for Vet.
Yeah.
Also gets a little knowledge here that the quick boomerang will not be the item that destroys the crash blocks. That's going to be important later on for the Boo Beam Trap. We've got to figure out which item actually does it. Crab Cake's using the item 3 to make the crash climb significantly quicker.
Alright, Vet might get an extra life, and he does.
Yeah, nicely done that time.
Uh-oh, the Roosters are getting a good usage on Crab Cakes, but manages to pause buffer her way onto the fight in Crashman's stage.
Very low on health, but she has an extra life. Quick Man here, she might just take an intentional death.
Or using an E-Tank.
That has been a key to Crab Cake's ability to finish these seeds very quickly. She is picking up every energy tank and using them very judiciously.
Alright, now we're going on to the best eyebrows in the game, Dr. Wily, and you know what that means. It's time to play the game called Guess the Color of the Dragon. So, since I believe you went first last time, I'll go first this time, Ryu. My guess is my usual, the blue and white dragon, but this time will be weak to metal blades. What's your guess?
Let's say blue and gray and weak to atomic fire.
Okay. Or atomic heat, but goes that way.
Oh, yeah. Some slowdown there on Crab Cake Stream, but she makes it through the bottom portion of Wily 1, heading up to the climb. Vet is in Flashman stage. One of the quicker stages in the game, but yeah, lots of enemies popping up out of nowhere here. Oh, the crabs knocked off.
The crabs, just like they did what they did to Crab Cakes, is knocked her off.
Yeah, and the key there, when iraqvet got knocked off of that top row, is it made him unable to pick up that energy tank. That could be key later, because I don't believe he has any energy tanks right now. He may have one.
Maybe one, but oh, he's making good usage of Bubble Man and does a nice job with that.
Yeah, I thought he was toast there, but he clutched that out at the end. He's heading to Quick Man stage 1. Crab Cakes, we are about to find out what the dragon is.
Survey says green and blue dragon.
Right, and let's see what item that dragon is weak to. It is Buster Immune. Metal Blades do nothing.
I was wrong.
The Air Buster.
Yes. I think so. Yep. It works.
It doesn't look like that's its primary weakness, because it is not. The Air Buster is not doing great damage, but it looks like, yes, indeed, Crab Cakes will take down the dragon. So there was another item, I believe, the way this randomizer works, there was another item that would have done more damage than the Air Buster, but did not matter for Crab Cakes.
Yeah.
Cake's doing the swag on item 2 there. Meanwhile, Vet remembers the quick boomerang will take out these gears.
Yep. As what he previously did on Heatman stage.
See what item Pico Kun is going to be weak to here. And we're about to figure out it is Air Shooter that the crash walls are weak to. Crab Cakes ought to be able to take out multiple walls then at Boo Beam Trap with a single shot of the Air Shooter. Oh, the hamburgers are gray, which means they take a ridiculous number of shots. Crab Cakes just says, I'm just going to deboost through those things.
Oh boy.
Yeah, gray, not a good color for the enemies to be.
No, not at all.
And iraqvet going into Wily 1. Let's see what Pico is weak to today.
Not the metal blade. Not the Buster.
The Leaf Shield, and the Air Shooter seems to be our weapon of choice today. Means Crab Cakes is going to need to find some weapon refills for that Air Shooter, because it's going to be absolutely vital in Wily 4 that she have enough Air Shooter to take out the walls in Boo Beam Trap's room.
Oh, barely. Just had enough. Wow.
Now, there would have been correct me if I'm wrong, Coops, but there would have been another weapon that would have done damage to Pico Kun.
I think you would have been more likely right, though, but oh my goodness. Crab Cakes just had enough, though, too. Wouldn't you say, Phantom Ryu?
Yeah, that was the absolute last shot. She wisely takes a little detour there to pick up some large weapon energies. because she knows she's going to need that later on.
Oh boy. And now the water isn't back to normal again. Is this even randomized?
I don't know if that's normal. It's usually in this stage. It usually looks like toxic sludge.
Yeah. I mean, it's like regular blue, though.
That's fair. Well, Vet trying to figure out what item that dragon is weak to. We already know it's the air shooter, but let's see if he finds the other weapon.
Quick boomerangs, no. Bubble shooter, yes. It's the bubble shooter.
Right. I do believe somebody did pick bubble lead, but Guts tank is immune to the Mega Buster, but the Leaf Shield seems to be doing some damage.
I would expect it to do more here.
Crab Cakes is in a little bit of trouble there, but she clutches it out.
Uh-huh. And Vet loses on the dragon fight with that bubble shooter. Now, bubble shooter is tough to maneuver against the dragon, wouldn't you say, Rio?
Yeah, the bubble lead has a very, very short range. If you've played vanilla, you know it's the only weapon that the alien at the end is weak to, and you've got to basically be right up on it. But the dragon fight there with those 3 blocks just really doesn't give you the opportunity to get right up on the dragon. So I wonder if iraqvet's going to figure out that the air buster or air shooter is the other weakness, or if he's just going to go back to the bubble lead and try again.
He's trying the bubble again. See what happens. Got to dodge all those flames from the dragon.
And that is another thing that is randomized here in Mega Man 2 Randomizer. Many of the weapon properties are randomized, and as you see here, the bubble lead was shooting up briefly before gravity kicked in. That is significantly different from the way it behaves from vanilla. And there are many other items, such as the quick boomerang, items 1 and item 3. If you'll notice that when our runners are using item 1, it just stays stationary and stays there for a longer time. That behavior is also randomized.
Alright, so crab cakes. Oh wow, looks like in the last game there were no enemies in Anxiety Room 3. This time there's frogs in Anxiety Room 3.
Yeah,
how about that?
That was pretty ugly, but Crab Cakes does a great job of getting through that room. And gonna pause buffer here, and we are gonna be on to the last section before Boo Beam Trap. We know that the air shooter will take out the walls, but what are the
Boo beams.
Boo beams? Yes, that word. Thank you. This is why we do 2 commentators on a race.
Yeah. That's why I'm here to help. Alright, just making sure he takes out all those crash balls, and not the buster, not the bubble shooter, not the quick boomerangs. This is more like a guessing game. It's the metal blades.
There are few items that would be better here than that, because you don't have to do any of these tricky jumps, or in vanilla it's only the crash bombs, and you have to maneuver yourself into certain situations to make sure that you can hit it. But there, man, you can just hit them from anywhere. It is refight time for Crab Cakes.
Alright, Ved's trying to find the weakness to the Pico blocks.
Woodman definitely got some ups this particular seed.
Alright, this time Vet has more ammo on the air shooter compared to what Crab Cakes had, as she barely had enough to maneuver, but Vet's gonna take an E-tank here to...
Yeah, don't blame him at all, but he will have to take a shooter.
So this should be an easier fight for Vet as he makes his way through the Pico blocks.
Ooh, Crabcake's having a little bit of trouble there with Bubble Man, but she's good, heading out into the rest of the refights. These Airman tornadoes not cooperating, but Airman turns his back to Crabcakes. That was not smart on the part of Airman.
Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, wow.
She got him.
She got him, yeah.
Oh, Vet using item 2 very nicely there to get through the rest of it.
All right. Crabcakes trying to remember. Oh, she's a little low on HP. Better be careful. Oh, in the nick of time, uses the energy tank. Wow.
That has been a key to Crabcake's play in this particular race, is that she is not afraid to take a little bit of time to pick up those energy tanks and using them at the perfect time, which means she rarely, if ever, has to take a second stab at a boss.
That was quick. That was easy for Crabcakes in that refight against Flashman. Just uses quick boomerangs and down he goes.
Yeah, that was the
fastest
really.
boss fight refight ever, if I say so myself.
And Crabcakes is into the machine fight. It is Buster vulnerable again, so why use anything else?
Now would be a good time to refill on the weapons if you can.
Yeah, because we do not know yet what weapon the alien will be week 2. And the machine is down. It is all over but the alien for Crabcakes.
Just head off to Victory Road.
iraqvet, oh, he cannot take another hit. And
he does.
Gets flattened by the tank treads on the Gutsman tank. A pink alien weak to metal in the chat. I'm gonna. What do you think? I'm gonna go with fire again. Why not?
I don't know. I can't. I can't really say much about the game. All I know is that I don't know, but let's just hope the alien fight goes well. Anyways, Crabcakes is trying to find the weakness to the alien. It is the air shooter.
Wow, the air shooter has been the gold standard for weapons in this particular seed. Crabcakes takes down the alien. That is the end of the race. Crabcakes wins this particular race 2-0. Her official SRL time, 33 minutes, 7 seconds. GG's.
In the chat.
Very nicely done. iraqvet is... I believe iraqvet has forfeited. He has. GG's to Crabcakes there. Very nicely played. Again, one of the keys to her speed through that game was her judicious use of those energy tanks and not being afraid to go pick them up. Use them at the perfect times. And just can't say enough about the performance of both of these runners, even though iraqvet went down 2-0 here. Great play. Some unlucky situations there that he got himself into, some unfortunate deaths, but still very strong player and very well done by him. But Crabcakes will win this particular race, so GG's to her.
All right, so while we have time, I think we might put these players in for an interview.
And we are joined by iraqvet0304. GG's, my friend.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Nah, man, you did great. And first off, from one iraqvet to the other, much respect.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
But no, as I was saying before you came in here, man, you got nothing to be ashamed of. Crab Cakes was just blowing through those seeds, but you had some just the enemy placement and some just this is not an easy game to run at all, and you were doing very well, doing much better than I could. That's certainly the case. But what are your thoughts on those particular seeds?
I shouldn't have messed up as much as I did, man. And about halfway through the first seed, I just gave up entirely because I was just so over it, man. And you know, I this whole tournament has been nothing but really bad seeds for me, and I don't know if I'm just not practicing enough or what, but I just had it, man. I was just done. I was full tilted. And I was like, I'm just done. I even typed in chat. I think you guys see me pause in Crashman stage for a little bit because I typed in chat. I'm just done. I'm so tired of bad seeds. I'm tired of not getting anything going my way. It was terrible.
No, this game is old school Nintendo hard, and if you had the US version like I did, and I run the US version, just the damage you take in quote unquote normal mode, it's a huge game changer.
Yeah.
And this is hard stuff. This is not remotely an easy game, and the salt is definitely real.
Yeah, it was pretty painful. But you know, I think for the most part, you know, I just made a lot of dumb mistakes, and even as I was doing them, I was like, why am I why am I doing this for? You know, it's just, I'm like, you know, it happens. I guess I guess at this point, you know, it just wears on you, you know.
No, that's true, man. But you gotta take solace in the fact, man, that you were first off willing to join this. You were willing to put yourself out there in front of the whole world, literally, and give it a go. So, man, you got absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. It's just unfortunate that these were generated that way. But you're certainly doing better than a lot of us could with this particular game. So.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. This is my first rando tournament, and I just came off the heels of the Mega Man 4 tournament and just jumped straight into this, and it's just been a wild ride, and I'm, as much as I hate to say this, but I'm kind of glad I'm out, so I can just enjoy the rest of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sit back and watch.
Right.
And watch everything. Coops, you got something for Iraqvet here?
Well, I mean, I feel you, man. I mean, when it comes to this stuff that you were in, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was a tough go around, but I'm sure you had a lot of fun participating in this race nonetheless, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, I love the randos. They're a lot of fun. They're super challenging, which makes it even more fun, you know, but. Like I said, I come off the heels of that 4 tournament and then straight into this. I think I was just ready to kind of just call it and just sit back and watch the rest because I'm just over it right now.
Oh yeah,
mode, you know. But these randos are a lot of fun, man. And you know, the Mega Man community is awesome and very helpful and
oh yeah,
you know, very positive.
Oh, yeah, these Mega Man races are fun to commentate and to run too. Wouldn't you say that?
Oh yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're super fun. Just to even watch and to being able to commentate, it's a lot of fun, you know. And being, you know, just being a part of this is just super awesome. I'm happy I got to do it. You know, even though I lost all of my matches, it doesn't matter. I still had a good time and ready to see where the rest of this tournament goes. I'm ready to watch and enjoy it.
I just wanted to point out that you know, Krebelstar and other folks in the chat are pointing out that, you know, a lot of times too, it's the luck of the draw with your pools and having you know, having been in fighting game tournaments and Link to the Past randomizer tournaments myself, you know, sometimes you just draw the death pool and it's like
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It happens, you know, and you know, like I said, it's been a wild ride, and just to even be a part of it, you know, it's been fun, and you know, I'm just glad I could, you know, get this far, you know, and just play with some good people and now I get to watch, and I'm super excited about that too. So,
Absolutely. Well, guys, this is just going to about do it for our broadcast here. Before we sign off, iraqvet, is there anything else you'd like to say to this Speed Gaming 4 chat before we sign out?
yeah, I just want to say thanks again for letting me stink up the place, and thank you for all the viewers out there, and thanks for Speed Gaming for restreaming. Thanks to Charlie Boy for the tracker, and thanks you guys for commentating, man. I had a lot of fun, and GG's to Crab Cakes out there.
It's been a pleasure, Vet. I mean, good luck in the next Mega Man race that you'll be participating in.
Yeah, it might be a while.
Same here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this particular stream here on Speed Gaming 4. As always, give these runners a follow here on Twitch. They've been putting in hard work for your entertainment. We have more Mega Man 2 Randomizer coming at you, I believe, right now over on, is it Speed Gaming 2 or Speed Gaming OG? I'm not sure which. But
I think it's Speed Gaming 1 OG.
The OG. So head on over to the OG and watch the rest of this Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament. I have been Phantom Ryu. Thank you so much for your attention here today, and I will give the last word to my co-commentator, Coop17.
All right, guys. Take care. So long, everyone. Take care.